right, we're recording. Sorry.
Hi.
Hi. So I'm gonna try to vlog Comic-Con. I'm performing today and I'm very excited. I'm gonna be filming it, so it'll be posted if you don't get the chance to see it here.
I'm all like, okay, hi guys.
So this is my friend Sequoia.
Hi.
She's awesome. You should check out her YouTube. What is
Rainbow
it?
Redwood.
Rainbow Redwood. Sorry, I'm just so excited today. So I'm about to go and try to get in line and get my pass.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I gotta go do that and then figure out where my panel's gonna be. And maybe check out the dealer's room if I can. I'll definitely do like a haul if I get some good things.
This
is my outfit for today.
This is a really bad outfit showing.
Thank you. All right, so I'll catch you guys later. Bye. Oh, okay, now it's good. Hey, this is my friend Jared.
Hey, how you doing?
He's awesome. You should check him out.
Yeah, Instagram.com/Static Jones Cosplay.
All right, thank you.
Take it easy.
Check out this girl. She is gorgeous and she is kawaii as fuck.
We're twinning.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm Ariana Grande with my.
I know, like a kawaii version of Ariana Grande. Yeah, well, it was nice meeting you. I'm about to head over to the, I don't know if I got that. So I'm just taking random footage of my day.
No, I feel that. No, I feel that.
I might actually go into the dealer's room. I'll keep it running for the dealer's room because I'm sure there's some cute things in there. And I've got money, I got paid.
What's that like? Sorry.
You're adorable. Okay, I've got to get going.
Okay, have fun.
Yeah, you too.
I'll probably see you.
Yeah, I'm hard to miss, and you're hard to miss, so yeah. See you, babe. Hey. All right, check it out. Oh, sorry. Hi. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. So this girl is the cutest thing ever. And I am so happy to meet her. I have seen her so many times on Instagram. And she's adorable. You should check out her stuff. I'm gonna do a panel of all her adorable kawaii stuff. All right, this other cutie. I love her stuff. What's your name?
So my name is Sekai, and my company is called Sekai Arts.
Okay. Check out these masks. They're the cutest thing. They're holographic, which is the cutest thing I've ever seen. But yeah, and this sweater, just did a close-up. As you can see, it's iridescent or holographic. I guess they're both the same in a way. Good, thank you. So, Fandom Rehab. I put together this little art piece. So before I get really into it, I want to go ahead and perform one of my songs. I have a song about shipping, and I have like the definition up there, but shipping is the act of supporting a romantic relationship between characters or celebrities. It's often romantic. Sometimes it can be platonic, but it's often romantic. Alright, this is about all those shippers out there. Now, if you don't know what a shipper or shipping is, I'll tell you right now, there's a very good chance you've been guilty of shipping if you've ever paired two or more beings together from any sort of fandom, where these beings are really fictional, human or unhuman, then you've been guilty of shipping. My name is Rachel Evans, I'm the proud suicidal shipper, and I dedicate this to Wally and Cookie. So whether you're Team Edward or your Team Jacob doesn't matter. One thing has in common is we're kind of fanatic about them, where virus that spread like a meme on the internet for fanfiction fan art, even foreign threads made by Jonte, Jimmy, Vanessa Luna, a Larry. Now these are celebrities who escape from shipper tweens that we throw little fits into suicidal threats. Her conditions aren't met or OTP hasn't happened yet.
The thought of their kiss and the
OTP for like forever. And the thought of their kiss makes us feel like this. Awesome, thank you so much. I might get closer so I can well, I don't know if I can read it. So a brief history on escapism. Escapism is to indulge in distraction or relief from unpleasant realities, finding entertainment in fantasy, or so a lot of people engage in escapism. It's a good way to just get through the day. It's a good way to, if you're struggling, if you're outcast, if you're going through abuse at home, sometimes escapism can really help you go to a place where you're happy and you're not feeling any pain. So a brief history. After World War II, a lot of artists came out of the World War II because it was such a hardship for everyone, and that made people want to long for getting into escapism and escaping from the reality of the war. And in Japan, they had economic depression after we bombed 2 of their cities. And Osamu Tezuka, he was the father of manga. He was inspired by American cartoons like Betty Boop and Disney characters. And he started making comic strips for really cheap. He was copying our style, but he was making them really cheap so the poor could buy them. And the poor would buy them because it would help them get that relief from the hardships of the aftermath of the war. And he also discovered he can teach people to love the world through making these comics, because a lot of people in Japan didn't love the world after everything they went through. So it kind of started this whole thing in Japan as anime. And I think that's really fascinating. And his famous work he's known for is Astro Boy. Next slide. So now we have it kind of going the opposite direction, where fantasy can be so much that it starts affecting your real life. So otaku culture, you all probably know what otaku culture is. So yeah, and
wait, what?
Yeah, why are you here if you don't?
This is an anime convention.
Yeah, but otaku culture, where they have the hikikomori.
Hikikomori.
Say it again?
Hikikomori.
Hikikomori. Thank you. Yeah, where it's mostly men, but I think there are females that do it as well, where they just stay inside and play video games and just not want to engage in reality. And then they have the anime waifu, which is your waifu, but it's not a real wife. It's anime character is your wife. So, next slide. Oh, thank you. Escapism and mental health. Obsession has always been a close friend of depression. In psychology, fixation is used to avoidance of other things. I think this is very true. I think in a way it helps, but at the same time it can even fuel your depression even more and still be a huge problem. But go on to the next slide. So fandoms and mental health. Most fandoms are really good to be in, and it's a sense of belonging. It's a sense of having a group of people that you can understand and relate to. But Daniel Howell, I'm sorry. He said that fandoms can be like drugs, and I think that's true. It can get to a point where there's a dark side. They send death threats to the creators of because they disagree with what they're doing, and they cyberbully people who don't have the same views of them over characters. And they also tend to be like-minded, because when one person starts this person's over party train, a lot of people usually jump onto that very quickly before they even give the person a chance to explain themselves. So, all right, this part. My personal story. So, I was a suicidal pokey shipper. I wanted Ash and Misty to be in a romantic relationship for a very long time. And trying to remember everything. Oh, pokey shipping is the romance between the characters Ash and Misty, in case you don't know what pokey shipping is. I used it to cope with bullying. I was bullied heavily in middle school, and escapism was like my way of getting away from that and like going to a place where I felt happy. I was so ashamed of it, honestly, that I didn't reach out for help. I didn't want to get help. I let it build up even more and more. And, but there's a double plot twist to the story. Go to the next slide. So, Moor shipping. Moor shipping is the romance between Ash and a new character named Serena. And Ash to be with Serena, that's okay. That's not something I'm going to get mad. But the one thing that was like the one thing that made me realize how much a hypocrite I am for judging her and her crush on Ash is that she does this cute little pouty face when she's like mad at Ash because he forgot who she was and when they went on their date. But I have literally taken selfies of myself making the exact same pouty face to guys and sent them to them, and they're like, you know you're a hypocrite, right? And I'm like walking back to my hotel room after doing this, and I run into no other than Ash and Serena cosplayers. And I'm just thinking to myself, is this a way the universe is telling me how much of a hypocrite I am? Because I had to stop them and like take their picture. And it was finally translated by someone who had the I don't know, it's not a manga because it's not like art, it's like a textbook in Japanese. So it's funny. It's funny to see how I wanted it to happen so badly. Then I kind of got over it, and then to see that, oh, so there were some hints in the original, because a lot of people say that pokey shipping is dub added, which is not true. Pokey shipping had moments in the Japanese anime as well as in the American. So next slide. Okay, how did being a stan not go too far? I don't know if you know what I mean by stan, but it comes from an Eminem song. A song where he sings about a crazy fan who, he doesn't sing, he raps. He talks about this fan called Stan who wants him to write him back but doesn't write him back right away. And Stan gets so upset about it that he kills himself. and his girlfriend, which is messed up. But it's a good example of like how some people can get so caught up in the fandom that they do stuff like this. And so you need to distance yourself from the celebrity or the fandom or anything that is causing you to feel this way. Don't put your identity into one thing. Have hobbies, have different interests. That has helped me so much since getting into Japanese fashion and everything. You must have a layer to your identity. So how should you define yourself? Well, one story I can tell you is that I went to rehab a couple of years ago, and a woman told me to describe myself. So I started saying things like, oh, I'm an artist, I love anime, I love fashion. And she's like, no, don't use those words. I'm like, what words should I be using? And so I'm like, she's like, the first word I remember she said was compassionate, caring, friendly, nice. And how you treat people is so much more important than what TV show they watch, what genre of music they listen to. And I feel like people need this reality check that it's great to have a fandom, it's great to be into these things, but you can't let it hurt you or hurt anybody else. And thank you. Advice. So like, read or don't read fan fiction, because sometimes fan fiction can really help because you'll get the ending to the story you wanted. But also, for me, I was reading fan fiction that was making me more and more upset about Ash and Misty. So I kind of, like, I caution that. Read it when you're in a good mind, I would say. And avoid spoilers, yeah. Harry Potter fan killed himself once because he got spoilers, apparently. And I would suggest that if you are, you want to not figure out things that are going to happen, just don't watch any spoilers. And and also if you're too ashamed to go public about it, like I did, seek help anonymously. We're on a board like Reddit or Tumblr is a good place because I've had a lot of people on Tumblr. I skipped something actually. Go back to the post one, next one, that one. Oh, okay, so I have to tell this because this is a very eye-opening story. Go back to that, yeah, that one, when I posted. So when I saw Ash and Serena's kissing, I made a post on Tumblr saying, I'm too emotionally invested in fictional characters, and I want to kill myself because I think I'm the only one. But am I? And 4 people responded to this post, saying they understand what I'm going through. And one of them was a worshipper, someone who wanted Ash to be with Serena. And that was the most eye-opening.
Kind of falling back into the same patterns that you recognize. What are some ways that you deal with that?
Okay, so let me think. I know I was falling back into that back in 2015, I believe. And I ended up focusing more on my fashion. I ended up focusing on things that were happy. And my dreams to create, I had dreams to create videos and animation. And I let that be more important. Like your career, I mean, your career, you shouldn't put everything in your career, but your dreams and your passion. And I know it's hard when you're young and you don't know what you want to do yet. But I kind of focused on myself in a way. I know that sounds like it shouldn't help, but it helped me to just kind of let go of what other things were going on and just accept that, you know, I am who I am, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Did you go through any formal therapy?
Oh yeah. Yes, therapy, I'm on medication. Medication has helped me so much. I can't live without my medication, almost. But yeah, I'm bipolar. I don't care about announcing it. But when I see myself going in one direction, I temper back. And I have seen I have a therapist. And yeah, I would actually recommend, get therapy if you aren't too ashamed to admit your problems.
I just thought it was really important what you were talking about with when you first went to rehab, and you talked about how that person told you to describe yourself with words like kind and caring and compassionate, because it's like when you get into drama and with other people over ships, it's like they'll try to make you feel like you're a bad person just because of your own personal decisions.
People are so hardcore.
It's like even if you make like a mistake, or like you say something you don't mean, or you just have to kind of like step back and look at yourself. It's like, do I want to hurt people? Do I want bad things to happen just because of this? And it's like, if you answer yes, that's where you might need to take, like a breather and, get the help like you said. But like, it's always when you get involved in drama, you have to kind of take a step back and make sure that you know where you're coming from, what your intentions are. Because intentions may not be everything, but they are an important part of the discussion. If your intentions are, good, that's a step in the right direction. And it's just it does matter how you carry that out, because intentions might not matter if you're doing something wrong. But at the same time, you can't let people get into your head and make you feel like you're a bad person, or that you have no hope of getting better.
Yeah, I totally, I hate the stigma that mental illness has on people. And because I've had haters, and I've had people like it. The one thing I wanted to bring up recently is that the Dolan twins, they are celebrities on YouTube, and they had their father die of cancer, and the fans wanted to show up at the funeral to meet the Dolan twins, and they were like, no, don't do that. But then the K-pop fandom was trolling them to go to the funeral because they made fun of K-pop idols fainting in concerts, which they apologized for, but they wanted to get revenge on these Dolan twins by going to their father's funeral. And I'm like, I understand that what they did was not very nice, but that's taking a fandom way too far, in my opinion, if you want to troll them like that. Sorry. I'm good.
Okay.
Any more questions or discussions? Oh, sure. Go ahead, girl.
I just want to say that I'm really proud of you, and it's just awesome to see you, sharing this with everyone, and that's just really brave and awesome, and good job.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you so much. I know that was a lot to get into. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
I was just going to say, one thing you want to keep in mind with any sort of cyberbullying type stuff, if you're getting that sort of stuff, walk away. You are able to walk away from your computer. You are able
Yeah,
to
I've
close
been
that tab.
just most of it is about my weight, honestly. I have a lot of haters who just don't think I should be dressing the way I dress and stuff like that. So when I get comments like that on Instagram, I just kind of delete it, or and on YouTube, I'll just ignore it or something like that. Because you don't want to feed the trolls, because that just makes things a lot worse. I understand what you're saying, but thank you. Oh, sorry.
I just want to say I really admire your confidence.
Thank you. That means the world to me. It really does. It really does. Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Have you met other people who have kind of fallen prey to this? Like, is there like a
Yes.
community that you...
When I went public about it for the first time on the internet, I mean, there were people that responded, but I had conversations with a couple Tumblr users who were like, yeah, I cried in the shower yesterday because I'm upset that Hogwarts isn't a real place. And I thought that was hilarious, and at the same time, I'm like, oh, I feel you, girl. And who else? I've had some people commented on my pictures and say, like, you know, you need to put your videos back out there, because I took them down for a bit, but I put them back out there because people were telling me, like, it helped me, it made me feel better, and you should put it back up there. So I did. I have a YouTube. I'm basically called Pasto Kawaii Barbie on YouTube, and not to advertise it. I'm not here to advertise myself or make you follow my Instagram, but because I'm doing all right. So, any more questions? Oh my God, yeah, I did reach 10K, but but yeah, it was on Valentine's Day. It was a nice gift from the universe. Anybody else? Oh, yeah, her. Yeah. You're cute, by the way.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
There's certain fandoms where legally you're not supposed to join it until you're 15, but this is stop younger people coming in, and there's mostly adults accompanying it, and it's like providing spooky stuff, generating kills, whatever, just creativity. And I've seen a lot of the adults attack the younger people.
Oh God, yeah.
Art, literature, anything. And how do you cope with that, especially at such a young age?
Yeah, I know, man. So people are stupid. You will find that out right away. Some people are just plain stupid. And as a young age, like we had people that would come to the Poke shipping thread to just start drama. And now they're actually good about keeping that from happening. They have the mods or administrators that will regulate. But yeah, like stay away from anything where they're allowed to say whatever they want and they don't get penalties for it. Especially if you're young. How old are you?
I'm turning 15 next month.
Oh wow, you're younger.
Thank you.
Oh. Yeah, sorry, do you have something?
No, yeah, I was really glad that you talked about that, because I was actually going to bring it up that it's definitely like important that like if you're a minor or you're an adult, that you're very aware of it, you're aware of your place in the fandom, and you protect yourself both whether you're an adult and you need to take stock of how much you interact with somebody, or you're a minor, you need to set boundaries and things like that, because
I can tell you a story that I heard.
A lot of situations where like I've watched people just make mistakes, and it's like these people, like when I was 18, 19, and 20, like I was technically an adult, but like I was still not mentally an adult. It's like when we get to that age, it's like people start expecting you to automatically be aware of everything, and so it is definitely a big learning curve for the adults, but it's also something that we have to take responsibility for. Because just because we're not aware of it, we have to like understand that there's so many people that are minors that are getting preyed upon and hurt in these fandoms.
Yeah.
It makes me sad, because it's like I want to help, but it's like there are times where I'm too scared to engage, because I don't want to seem like I'm getting involved with people that are way younger than me, just because I'm trying to like help.
There was a girl who had a viral video of pretending to be a spoiled brat. She had like 5 MacBooks and she did like this sketch. Yeah, she did this, and this older man liked her and started hanging out with her, but he started emotionally abusing her, saying like really mean things to her. And she became such a meme that people don't have good intentions at all.
Even when you turn 18, definitely, 18, 19, definitely keep an eye out, because that's just a number. There are still people that will take advantage of you.
That's true. That's very true. You have a question?
Well, I was just gonna also bring up a point of, like, I know that you can get like a lot of hate like on your fandom opinions, and it'll kind of bring you down. But kind of like something I like to do is just always remember, like, I have my headcanons.
Yeah, like embrace your crack pairing, okay? If you know what crack pairing is, it's like something really ridiculous. Like, just embrace it. You just screw anybody who says like, oh, what the hell. Sorry.
If it's something that brings you joy, even if it doesn't bring other people. If it's your nugget, you have it. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Also, thank you for being yourself.
Oh, yeah. You're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you.
Where do you get all, like, what fashion do you recommend?
Yeah, I'm into Japanese straight fashion. I love Fairy K is my favorite. Yeah, Fairy K is my favorite. But there's so many of them. There's a lot, and it gets complex. And I'm not going to go into a whole diagnosis of what everything is, because I'm not like a pro at knowing the different styles. But yeah, if you're into those type of styles, please come on Sunday, and you'll meet other people who have the same interests, whether it's all golf or totally kawaii.
Where did you say it was?
Hi.
Hey, like, I know you, but I don't have social media, so I can't like keep up with what fashions you do, and this is vaguely unrelated, but kind of related. But do you happen to wear like any Manhera fashion, because that's kind of related to like?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I actually want to buy some here. There's some here. I've been looking at, because I love the concept. It's about breaking what when you think of people who have depression and sadness and stuff like that, you think dark, depressing, emo. And not that emo is like that, but Manhera K is a fashion in Japan that started to break the stigma on mental illness in Japan, because it's a very stigmatized subject. And Manhera K braces like mixing hospital motifs and different. See, I actually do know a lot about this, even though I don't do it. But I want to get into it for sure. I haven't really put together a good cord, but yeah, I would love to get into it. Hi, in the back. Where'd I get my what?
Clothes.
My clothes? Okay, so I can tell you. This is Mola Mola. It's like the fish, but it's Mola Mola store. This I actually customized. Every now and then is Miraculous Ladybug. Yeah. I ship Cat Noir and Ladybug so hard, and I can't wait until they find out who they are, which I don't know if that's like that. They keep playing it up, but they never really go all the way, because I think the show needs to run a couple more seasons. They have like it renewed for a lot, because a lot of people like the show. And so they're probably going to play it out until the end. But even if it's like... Hi! These are my friends. This is day 2 of Comic-Con. Yay! Yay! We were just talking about Kim Possible and how we hate it. The movie. Not the cartoon.
Don't get me wrong. That's a cinch.
So, hi guys, this is Ashley. She's a dear friend of mine. She's Kawaii. Trying to see her outfit.
Maybe if I back up or something.
Yeah, there we go.
We'll need it today.
Yes.
Professor, that the entire Renaissance period is fan art. They're drawing from a book that has pre-existed it. And I was like, yeah, it is fan art. They're fans of the Bible, and they made art for the Bible. That is correct. That is
I am so telling that to my art history
and that's
teacher.
the entire Renaissance period, and it's very high-quality fan art. I went to the Louvre pretty recently, and there's just so much of it. so much. Like, it gets to the point where you're just like, I think I'm desensitized to the pretty. Like, it's so much beautiful artwork that, like, it's starting to blend together.
The Renaissance period sparked DeviantArt.
And that's what it's like going through DeviantArt. Scroll button going.
Play a drinking game. On DeviantArt.
Tumblr got CEO and corporate stuff, and that's why they had to cancel anything pornographic altogether.
Why don't go on Tumblr?
But that's a different story altogether. So what we were talking about is canon, and things like headcanon, and that is basically what is in the story the correct romantic interest. And we have crack ships, and a crack ship would be something like Adam and Mary. And then people will be like, well, that's
Which Mary?
weird. But like that's how people do things like that, yes.
Which Mary?
Does it really matter for the example? But that's a simple, basic understanding of what a ship is. Yes, Han.
What do you know about ones that are arguably or questionably canon?
Arguably, questionably canon. So when the story is vague. Okay. So here's what it is. Shows and artists and authors are very clever at giving what I tend to call shipping fodder.
Yes.
And where they kind of just give you like hints that these two might have a thing, and whether they decide to go with it or not, or run with it or not, or potentially it could be completely on accident too. But like, for example, Naruto and Sasuke's best ship, somebody said in the back, shipping fodder was Naruto and Sasuke accidentally locked lips on like episode 1 of Naruto. Yes, Zuko and Katara. I am like pretty strongly convinced that the authors were going in that direction, and then felt that the audience didn't like it and completely went a different direction. Like, that happens too. I could see that, where like they're saying, hey, I want Zuko and Katara together, and the audience is like, no, she belongs with Aang. And they go, of course she belongs with Aang. That's what I meant all
You
the
never
time.
argue with the audience.
Yeah, never
the
argue.
audience wins every time.
What was it? There's an old show. Oh lordy, there was an old show. Is it Absolute Boyfriend? I'm not sure which one. There's an old manga series where the the author made multiple endings, because after she made the main two characters be together, there was such a backlash that the artist decided to write another ending where oh, if you didn't like that, here's her with the other person.
It's like the Archie comics. So like, if he was Betty, if he was
I was about to mention that.
What?
I was about to mention that.
I got some hands over here, so let me go ahead
that
and
type
point
of
that out. Yes, what
anime
we
where
got over
there's
here?
one guy or girl who has a lot to choose from.
Harems.
Yeah, harems, yeah.
Zach and what?
And reverse harems.
You can come in and talk to me. Right, bye-bye. We're gonna see my wife soon. Anyway. That's a ship.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, it was a while back.
I remember that.
That's my first year.
Sorry. Black Lagoon. Oh, you talking about Rock and Revy? Yeah, that's okay. So, yes, they give a lot of shipping fodder, and what I mean by shipping fodder is when the author gives you a reason to think that they're going to like each other. Rock and Revy have a lot of subtle hints of romantic interest with each other, but they don't spell it out for the audience, and they don't spell it out for each other either. The whole big deal is just like, as the audience, you sit there going, I think they like each other. I think they like each other. I want them to like each other. Kiss.
Yeah, kiss.
like you know, now. And it's fun. Shipping is all around just a big spice of life, mainly because when you're doing it with the online community or in con community, you can argue. And please, by all means, I'm going to say this to everybody who's shipping and enjoying and stuff like that and arguing. please don't take anything personal when it comes to shipping. Like, you know, if somebody says, I have this ship, don't get actually angry. Like, it's fun to play angry, but you shouldn't get absolutely really angry. Chelsea, what's up? Speaking of shipping, give me 1 second. Yes?
Is it fine to ship same character with like 5 different people?
Okay, you can, okay. Going back to Game of Thrones, Daenerys shipped with everyone. Harry Potter shipped with everybody. It's like, oh, this girl came 10 feet of Harry Potter. Ship. This guy came 10 feet of Harry Potter. Cedric Harry Potter for life.
Okay.
It's a very short-lived ship. Go ahead, yes.
Okay, I have a question. Is it alright to ship somebody with another version of themselves?
Okay, I'm going to tell you, it's alright to ship whatever you want. Do not be ashamed of your ships. Sometimes you might be in a situation where you should keep your ships to yourself. Like in a job interview. But do not be ashamed of their ships. So, yes, if you're talking about shipping someone with an alternate version of themselves, I'm thinking of like the Onceler was very popular in Tumblr. The younger Onceler shipped with the other version of the Onceler, like the corrupted one and the non-corrupted one. That was actually a ship. If you know the Onceler, it's the Lorax movie that came out. The Onceler was a very popular like character back then, and people shipped his like corrupted like by money version and his like wide-eyed like peace-loving version combined. So yes, that's completely normal. That can be completely natural. That's fine. Get your ships in order. You know, do what you want to do. You know, no one's gonna be like your ships are problematic. Yes. What do we got over here?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, me. I used to be really hardcore Pokeship, Ash and Misty from Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
But now, yeah, but it's not canon. I mean, nothing's canon yet, but it's very obvious that Ash is probably going to end up with Serena. And it's taken a lot for me just to get over it and understand that, yeah, they have the right to be with whoever the writers want them to be.
Well,
yeah.
Pokemon is a very unique
existence
of the media because he does not age.
Yes.
Despite many seasons obviously passing in the show, and it has to be many years at the very least. But no, he's still 10.
The lines from Twilight, but it's how long have you been 12?
How long have you been 12? How long have you been 10, Ash? Oh, wow. So by all means, it was obvious. I saw a hand back there. I'll go right back to it in just 1 second. Yes?
Can I do one thing for the panel?
Okay.
Oh God, she's gonna dab, look out.
Did I catch that on camera? I catched it on camera. You're gonna be a meme now. Is that okay? Is that okay?
Dab too hard.
Thank you very much. But
Oh, okay, down the walk.
Thank you very much, guys. Now the dab has made me forget where I was going.
I don't think it really was the dab.
It was the dab. Go ahead, what you got?
Ending of day 2 at Comic-Con, and my friend, I have to show her off because her hair is amazing. She's adorable. I love it. It's like a Kawaii Ariana Grande.
I hope it doesn't come off.
Yeah, it's so cute. So yeah, we're going to go to her panel, and then I'm probably going to go to the rave.
You like my hair? Gee, thanks. Just bought it. I did just buy this though. I did. So.
It looks amazing. I love it.
I'm like, I really did just buy it online. This was $10. Wig and
Where did you get it? Where did you get it?
I either got it from Sam's Beauty or Ebony line. Both of them have the same set, but yeah.
Awesome. So this is the last day of the con. It's the day of the Japanese street fashion meetup, and I am definitely dressed for it. This is my roommates and friends. They're getting ready. Hi. So just checking in. This is the last day. Now it's going. Oh, you guys are so cute. You're so adorable. I ship it. I ship it. Oh, so adorable. Thank you. So I am at the J Fashion meetup. These are the cuties that have showed up. We're going to take a group picture for sure. We got some Lolitas. They're getting coffee.
You guys all look so cute.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I got that on time. So yeah, this is Decora.
Howdy.
Yes. Mori K. Hi. Fairy K Creepy Cute, I guess?
Yes.
Yeah. And
Decora.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
just so
Fairy
little.
K and Sweet Lolita. So I didn't really film an outro to my vlog, so I thought I would do a little mini haul of showing you what I got at Comic-Con at the end of this video. So the first thing, I'm actually wearing this shirt from Noble Demons. You should check them out. Also, I got this mask from I forget her name, but like it's mentioned, I talked about it earlier, and it's iridescent. Really cute. And I got this hat, tsundere, if I'm saying that right. It's a stereotype where anime girls are really mean and hostile to the person that they love, and they end up falling in love with them as the show progresses. I also got this bag, and the coolest thing, I didn't really show a good picture of this, but I got this from Minty Mix. It's a little space gun pin. Definitely going to be using that for an Ida bag I'm planning on doing that's alien themed. But that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Always a kawaii Barbie girl.